Module Overview. In the cinematic lexicon, the shot is the fundamental unit of visual storytelling, a controlled and crafted view captured by the camera from the moment it starts recording until it stops. This module dives deep into the taxonomy of cinematic shots, analyzing their technical construction, emotional resonance, psychological implications, and narrative function. Understanding shot types is akin to understanding the vocabulary of film. Just as words form sentences in literature, shots from sequences in visual narratives. This module is not merely a classification exercise. It explores how shot selection is deliberate, embedded with subtext, and driven by directorial intent. From a wide establishing shot that breathes spatial grandeur to a tight close-up that grips the soul, each shot type reveals or withholds information, sets tone, and builds the rhythm of the story. You will learn the distinctions between different types of shots, why they are used, how they function across genres, and how they are employed to manipulate viewer perception, pace, tension, and character development. Through visual examples and scene dissections, you will begin to recognize the cinematic vocabulary that shapes the grammar of film. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you will be able to identify, define, and visually recognize the full spectrum of shot types in cinematic language, understand the emotional and psychological impact of each shot type, analyze how shot types interact with performance, mise-en-scène, and sound to construct meaning, critique and interpret the narrative intent behind shot choices in iconic film scenes, apply shot selection techniques in visual planning and storyboarding. Core Content Areas. 2.1 Introduction to Shot Typology. What is a shot? How does it differ from a scene or a frame? Historical evolution of cinematic shot types from Lumière and Méliès to modern cinema. The relationship between lens choice, depth, and shot perception. Impact of technology, e.g., drones, Steadicams, GoPros, on shot diversity. 2.2 Basic shot types. Foundation of visual grammar. Establishing shot, extreme wide shot, used to orient the viewer to time, place, or scale. Often atmospheric. May depict vast landscapes or cityscapes, conveys grandeur, isolation, or geopolitical context. Examples: Lawrence of Arabia, The Revenant wide shot, long shot, full body frame of subject, provides spatial context, balances character within environment, effective in group scenes or action choreography, common in westerns, musicals, and epics, medium shot waist up, ideal for dialogue, balance of environment and expression. Most versatile and neutral shot in cinema, establishes relational dynamics and composure. Often used in sitcoms and dialogue-driven films. Medium close-up chest to head. Emphasizes facial expressions with limited background. Useful for subtle emotional beats. Close-up frames head and neck or object. Tightly intensifies viewer focus and emotional resonance. Used for dramatic tension, realizations, or intimacy. Iconic in thrillers, romantic dramas, and courtroom scenes. Examples: The Passion of Joan of Arc, Silence of the Lambs, extreme close-up frames, a specific detail, e.g., eyes, fingers, gun trigger, symbolic and abstract, forces interpretation often used to evoke discomfort, suspense, or heightened subjectivity. 2.3 Functional and psychological impact of shot types. Emotional proximity and the illusion of intimacy. The relationship between shot scale and character psychology. Power dynamics established through spatial positioning. Suspense and voyeurism through framing and distance. 2.4 Advanced shot applications and variations. Two-shot depicts two characters in frame, used for interaction, symmetry, or comparison. Over-the-shoulder, OTS. Shot creates conversational continuity, perspective, point of view, POV. Shot, subjective experience, immerses the audience in a character's mind. Insert. Shot, detail-oriented, interrupts primary framing to emphasize symbolic or narrative clues. Reaction shot, captures emotional responses, vital for pacing and context. 2.5, cultural, genre-based, and gendered use of shots. How horror films use close-ups and extreme close-ups to generate fear or claustrophobia. Westerns and the use of wide shots to establish dominance and isolation. The male gaze and gendered framing in close-up choices, e.g., dismemberment versus holistic framing of female characters. Anime and Eastern cinema's exaggerated use of shot size and rhythm. 2.6 Practical shot design in cinematic planning. Planning shot lists and understanding coverage. The 30-degree rule and jump cuts. Matching shot types with dialogue intensity and pacing. Constructing emotional arcs through scale shifts. Case study scenes. The Social Network, David Fincher. Use of medium shots and inserts in interrogation scenes, Requiem for a Dream, Darren Aronofsky. Extreme close-ups and rhythmic montage, Birdman, Alejandro Iñárritu. Illusion of one continuous shot with seamless transitions, 1917, Sam Mendes. Continuous wide-to-close transitions, creating real-time immersion. Key terms introduced: establishing shot, medium, shot, close-up, extreme close-up, insert shot, two-shot, POV, shot, framing, hierarchy, emotional distance, spatial awareness assignment prompt. Choose any short film or commercial scene, 1 to 2 minutes. Break it down by labeling each shot type in sequence. Explain why each shot was chosen and how it enhances or shifts the emotional tone or narrative intention. Creative exercise storyboard, a 30-second silent scene using only 5 distinct shot types to communicate an emotional journey, e.g., betrayal, grief, joy, fear. Label each shot and justify your framing decision.